Hi there, I am Irina and welcome to my channel where I speak about tips and tricks for a long, healthy and happy life. And today I want to speak to you about something that I actually had to go ahead and research about, because nobody teaches you that in school. For some reason, learning about frogs in the biology class is much more important than learning about what you're eating on a daily basis. But before we start, press that subscribe and notification bell so that you're up to date with my new videos. Now let's see what conditions best protect some common products in your kitchen. And let's start with eggs. Now the eggs is recommended to be kept deep in the fridge, as far away from the opening, in their original box or any other box, which will keep them tightly closed. Now, because of the recommendation of washing the eggs only before actual cooking, you will be keeping your eggs inside the fridge with the risk of them being contaminated with salmonella, and that's why it is recommended to not keep any open food or any ready-to-eat food next to them. Similar story with the meat. Do not keep it open in the fridge next to cooked food or any other food, because it might contain bacteria. And so if it's raw, you should keep it in the upper level of the fridge, close to the freezer and close to the wall. Cheese, for example, must be kept in a container, which can be plastic or glass, or at the same time you can wrap them in plastic or keep it in its original plastic cover until it's actually cut open. And if you keep them on the top layer, it will have a longer life. I bet you keep milk in the wrong place. Milk should never be kept in the fridge door because this is its warmest part. It can reach up to 10 degrees Celsius. And this is the part where when you open the door, the whole warm air from your room goes. And so keep it inside the fridge on the top layer where the temperature can reach up to maximum 6 degrees. Avocados could be kept just like this on the counter if you want them to get ripe. Also, you could keep them in a paper bag inside the fruit drawer at the bottom of your fridge, which will slow the ripening process, but it won't stop it, so be aware of that. Bananas, for example, are growing in tropical areas, so it doesn't make sense to keep them in the fridge. But what you can do is actually wrap them in plastic and then keep them in the fridge to keep them fresh for a longer time. Same you can do with lemons, or you can keep them in a paper bag, which I usually save from food delivery. Speaking of wrapping, apples, for example, stay longer if they are wrapped in paper separately, each of them, and kept in a box somewhere in your cupboard. They like darkness, so you can also keep it in a cool room. And since we went outside the fridge, we'll speak about potatoes. They should be kept in a cool place like a balcony or a cold stock room, and because they breathe and lose water, it's advisable to keep next to them a bowl of water being open so that they can actually absorb some humidity and not form white sprouts. Carrots are best stored in the lowest drawer of your fridge, preferably separately from the fruits, and wrapped in its plastic bag so that it keeps the humidity hydrating the carrots. Grapes and berries are best kept in their original boxes because these boxes have specific ventilation openings that keep them breathing. So keep them in the fruits drawer at the bottom of your fridge best. I'm sure you've learned something new today, because I didn't know any of this myself until I actually researched it. So give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family. And if you have an example of your own that you've been practicing, leave it in the comments below. Stay safe and healthy. Thank you and see you next time.